Welcome back to Turtle Crossing Sailing, where we, a family of 3, have wrapped up to live on the chilly waters of Lake Ontario over the Canadian winter. However, Chris, my husband, has been called away to work in Germany for 2.5 months.
The blackbird inside your chest that calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly out of the darkness and into the light, higher and higher out of sight. The whisper inside your heart tells you let go. Time to leave the past, you did what you knew. Slow down and rest. You've been through a war. No one can hurt you anymore.
Good morning, guys. Well, let me start that again. I haven't talked to anybody in a while. Good morning, guys. I have had a few days off. My son was with my in-laws. On Saturday mornings, they turn the water on. So once a week, the water gets turned on. It matters more so when it's freezing out because we can't leave the water running all season, obviously, because it'll just freeze in the lines. Today, it's like 14 degrees outside. It's wild. It's very warm. So I've got the doors open to let some air in. I've got the zipper door open, again, to let some air in, but also some light. It's very dark in the boat because of the plastic wrap. But I wanted to show you my decorations for the holiday season. I've posted this on our Instagram, so most of you have probably already seen it, but here it is in the context of how things are going right now. I did a little bit of lights. I have the hatch here open to the bilge because I need to fill the water. And that takes us outside to my lovely decor out here. I hung these up. This is gonna look nicer. I did vacuum in here today too, but I'm gonna fill these jugs as well. I use those for the kettle and for like boiling water for noodles and stuff like that, for dishes as well. So yeah, so we've got our stockings made by my mother-in-law. This one's William's, Christopher's, and mine. Okay, those are done. I think it's gonna, let me tip this. I think it's gonna take a little minute for that to fill up, longer than normal, because other people are probably filling their tanks as well, so it's less water pressure. Cheers. Very pretty sounding. That's backwards. How can I get that in here?
Mom, this is my present. It's from Santa, Mom.
We put the finishing touches on our cockpit decorations in anticipation of Chris returning home for a 1-week stint before heading back to Germany again. I think somebody's coming to visit you. Somebody.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Do you think Santa came to visit just you?
Merry Christmas! How are you? Wow! Oh, well, here's another little treat. Yes, indeed. Well, that's for you, and I hope you're all ready for Christmas. Have you been a good boy?
Do you think that Santa's coming?
I'm excited.
Yeah, because it's Christmas Eve, boys.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. He comes tonight, and then we get to open our presents tomorrow morning.
Yes! Present! Yeah, there's something in my token. So many something token. Daddy, look! Santa put something in my token. So many stuff.
Good morning to everybody else on the boats.
Good morning, guys.
Did you want to do that in here?
Hello, welcome to 2024. This is my first vlog of 2024. I'm currently eating a Halls because Christopher and I were both taken out with sickness just sort of after Christmas. He came home from Germany sick, and it's fitting that he is now going back to Germany also sick. So today Chris flies back for another 5 weeks, but we're at the end of this thing now, so that means that we are marching very swiftly towards the biggest sort of goal of this whole experience, which is to leave the dock and head down south. We had a green Christmas. It's been +6 for months and foggy, but now it's cold. I think this should be probably the worst part of the winter coming up, so Chris is leaving just in time for that. Are you all packed, sir?
Close.
All right, it's almost time.
It turns out I was right, because as soon as Chris left, the snow did indeed arrive. Okay, I'm already sick of the snow. Let's get a change of scenery. William and I were invited to head to Cuba for a week with my dad and stepmother to meet my extended Cuban family. It was extremely hard to say goodbye, and even harder to get back on a plane heading for snowy Ontario. But we'll be back soon.
Where did Christopher go?
Oh, Christopher is home from Germany. Look, there he is.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. We have a day without William. He's hanging out with his grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
So we are actually doing some research. We're watching this couple. If you may have heard of them, that's Sailing Gypsy. And why are we watching Sailing Gypsy?
We've been torn about how we're going to get out of Lake Ontario. So we've been debating, should we take the St. Lawrence out? Should we go through Oswego? We were really leaning towards taking the St. Lawrence out because that's more of an adventure, but this whole thing is an adventure. Everybody goes through Oswego, so
For reasons.
yeah, for reasons. So we're weighing the pros and cons. One was like we really didn't want to take down our mast and motor the whole way to the Caribbean, but I don't think you have to take it down for that long. I think it's just until you get to New York. Anyway, so that's what we're looking into, and then you take the Intercoastal Waterway. But I think that ICW allows you to keep your mast up. So
Yeah, you can sail through there at points.
yeah, I've got 1 month left at work, and then it's a blitz to get the boat ready.
Yay!
And then we gotta have a plan. I mean, we're gonna spend a few months in the Thousand Islands, hopefully, and then we can decide at that point if we want to go through Oswego or out the St. Lawrence, but it would be nice to have a plan and we can start scheduling.
Winter didn't come in full force as it usually does in Ontario, Canada. Instead of the usual heavy snowfall, we had just a dusting of snow and quite a bit of rain. The bay didn't freeze over, so we didn't need our de-icer, also known as a bubbler. Before we knew it, spring was upon us, and it was time to convert Mr. Turtle back into a sailboat.
What a lovely spring day. A little bit wet. Okay, gonna do this garbage run and then maybe help Chris a little bit more clearing out some of the areas.
Removing the dock lines now and hopefully taking off the winter wrap this afternoon.
Thanks for watching, Sail fans. This wraps up Season 3. Now we're gearing up for the big adventure south to the Caribbean. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us for Season 4 as we take you along on our journey.